Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in the lab. I'm back in the book. We got a little thing going here. I got two short lessons, so it's gonna be fun, but it'll be quick. I got a few stories I can mix up in there. I feel like a preacher right now. I'm gonna take a little bit of something, try to stretch it out. All right, let's go. That is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission to all right thinkers, know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we going with this? Let's get it together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about what is Sema Tawi or Sma, Smaitaui or Tawi, but it's pronounced Sema Tawi. Okay, sometimes they take the E out, sometimes they put it in. Okay, it's spelled Sema or Smatai. Okay, it's from the chapter 4 from the Per M Haru. That was our ancient Bible. Okay, we had a book of instruction before leaving Earth. We call it the Per M Haru, coming forth by day. The same concept. Understand that. It ain't religious. But it's a philosophy that you can practice. Okay. In chapter 4 of chapter 17 of the Per M Haru, a term that we use SMA, SMA, or SMAI, or SEMA, whatever you want to pronounce, how you want to spell it. Tawi, it's pronounced T-A, spelled T-A-W-I, or T-A-U-I, again, however you want to use it. But it means, okay, let's get that out the way. Now we can get down to business. But what it means is the union of two lands, aka of Egypt, ergo Egyptian yoga. Practice from the Egyptian concept out of Egypt. But the concept, what is this? It's a metaphor. It's an esoteric and a symbolic, subliminal message is you are Egypt. Let me put it right down. You are represent Egypt. Lower nature, waist down. High nature, heart up. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna make it real simple. Hopefully you can understand it. And the two lands refer to what? The two main districts in the country of Egypt, north and south. And north would be lower and south would be upper because they flipped around the river rolls from south to north. So up is that way, down is this way. Excuse me, up is down and down is up. They get that confused. But it's funny because it's hard to explain, but when you understand it, it makes sense. Okay, so here we go. But it's still you as the individual. See this as you and see how it makes sense. See if it comes out that way. This is esoteric teaching. Okay, they ain't gonna teach you this in school. In ancient times, Egypt was divided into two sections. We got two brains in our hemisphere, in our head. Okay, play along with me, go along with me. And we call it two land areas. Okay, and know what that is. But these were known as Lower and Upper Egypt. In ancient Egypt, the mystical philosophy, the land of Upper Egypt relates to what? The divinity we call who? Haru, or the Greeks call him Horus. That's this, the higher, upper half. Or one side of your brain, the hemisphere. Watch this. Now, who represents the higher self? And I use the body itself instead of the brain because, watch this. The body, the upper half, is the Haru, watch this, higher self. And the land of your lower Egypt represents Set. That's your lower self. That's the negative stuff. That's your beastly nature. Okay, that's instinctive, emotional. It's all not good. You want to raise your conscious level, but that's the whole idea. They in conflict, but they both are in you. Okay, that's the moral fight that goes on inside all of us. You got a choice. Set or root. They really both you. Your choice. Who you want to represent? Your higher self, your lower self. Your call. Watch this. And that's what Maya represents. She gives you that opportunity right there. And from that point on, you are the decision maker for your life. You have understanding. You know right from wrong. You know Haru is right, Set is wrong. It don't change. We dress that concept up night, day, black, white, and you can dress it up as many ways as you want. It's still the same thing. Truth ain't got to be dressed up. I'll say it to you straight. I'm gonna give it to you naked. I ain't dressing it up. I ain't got time for that. And I ain't gonna stir it up. Nope, I ain't mixing nothing. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Only thing I used to cut was my drugs. Moving on. That was the prophet. Okay, moving on. All right, so I can't get away from that. Where we at? Now, ancient Egyptian mystical philosophy, the land related to you, divinity, the higher, Haru, represents the high self, and lower land, lower part of your body, represents Set. Good, bad. Okay. The divinity of the lower self, we call Set. So, Sema, Smai, Tawi means what? The union of the two lands. They're in the same person, that's you, or the union of the lower and the upper self, higher self. The lower self relates to that which is, you ready? This is the lower self, negative, uncontrolled, you know, human beings. Your mind, including worldliness, egoism, ignorance of self. These are all qualities of Set. That's you being ignorant of your higher self, not performing or being who you can be, your best self. Your best self is to become Harut. That's what I say. That's me and you, being our best self. Not being the best self is Set, the other guy. Now, while the higher self relates to that which is what? Above, pointing up there, always. Above what? What are you above? You above what did the devil try to do with Jesus? Tempt him, right? You above temptation, and you are what? You are good in your human heart. This is where everything is judged by. If your heart is pure, your heart is good, you're a good person. Why? That's where it starts. And God recognized that, but that's where He dwells. And if you let Him run the show, you're good to go. Heart, mind coherence. What's this? Now, as well as what's this? You're good in human heart, as well as in touch with what? Consciously, you're transcendental what? Consciousness. Your higher self. Haru. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. When you reach Haru status within yourself, you become one with God. You and your Father now. What Christ tell you, me and my Father are one. That was our stuff. That He didn't create that. He didn't make that up. He got it from us. We are Asar is the first spirit in man. The first five, number six, was beast. Why? Man becomes into the picture, and instinctively he's beastly until he becomes what? Conscious. That's Haru. That's the resurrected spirit that got taken out by the ego the first go round. So you are the reincarnation of your father. It's been played out over and over. It ain't changed, but it's all about you. What? Living it for yourself. You become the myth. You become Jesus. I don't care what you want to call it, be whoever, but it's all in the deeds. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And when you become Haru, that means you're conscious. That's why this is what I do. But this is who I am. Okay? I teach this. Help others to become this. Is the title. But thus, what happens? We also have what our ancient Egyptian term, what we call, I show you the picture, I got that term, but you see Haru and Set pulling. union with your trachea and your two lungs. Okay, they use the lungs capacity. I use the brain for a different concept, but Maya is you using both sides of the brain. Why? That's what you got them for. Two hemispheres. And what my man say, cast your, if you think the left side of your brain, cast your neck to the right, because the left side all emotional, all yeah, cast it to the right side. That's where the other part of the brain operate at. That's where you need to go with both of them. That's Haru and Set working together also when you break it down, when you get to the mental part. But thus we also have Sema Haru and Set, okay, which is what? The union of Haru and Set. So Sema Tawi, or what they call Sema Haru and Set. And that are the ancient Egyptian words. These are ancient Egyptian words that are translated as come back to Egyptian yoga. You have good and evil in you. You have to make the decision to conquer what? Your evil, egoistic self, which is set. Those bad qualities, those negative qualities, favor to the good qualities, get rewarded. Why? You do good, you get blessed. Who's blessing you? Your father. When I did good, my man rewarded me. A little different, but that's the concept. All right. Now I got another quick lesson for you. I answered that question. Hopefully, the question of what is Sema Tawi been answered. That's you having a holy war within yourself, and you are Haru or you're Set. Your choice. You can be either one. What? They both reside in you. Okay, moving on. And again, blessings or karma. What is Shedy? Shedy is spelled Shedy. What is Shedy? Shedy means to penetrate, to get the esoteric meaning to the mysteries. God is a mystery. Studying the mystery to find God within oneself, that's Shedy. Okay? To study the teachings deeply, not just skim across it. No, to get the full understanding and what? Gain insight into the meaning. A lot of people, like I said, y'all quote Bible verses, don't have a clue what they mean. Listen, it sounds good. I listen to the hymns that y'all sing. Yeah, that all that would sound good. Boy, if y'all live half of it, y'all be some bad people. That's what I'm saying. In Egypt, everybody did the same thing. Moving on. That's why the harmony. Okay. And what are these disciplines of Shidi that you need to learn? It ain't but four of them. But the difference in the philosophy, which is we got to study, and then we're gonna go over to the three philosophies of religion. These process don't change, haven't changed. If you follow the process, you get the good result in the end. Trust me. If I say do 100 push-ups every day, and for 30 days, no, 90 days, you will see a progress. After 90 days up, you follow my lead. You did the work. You're going to feel good about yourself. Why? Because you're going to benefit from it. You put the work in. I just gave you the information, gave you the right way. Instruction. Okay, I'm a teacher. Get you to get off your butt and do something for yourself. All right. So they got four aspects of Shidi, which is a process which we call spiritual practice. These are the four things that if you're gonna be a right thinker, you need to be proficient in these things. You ready? First one, Sejim is spelled Sedjm. Again, Sejim. Know what that means? Listening. A lot of us love to be heard, want to be heard, and hear me, but a lot of us don't do the listen thing. Okay, that's the first thing. If you're gonna be a student, you need to what? Listen. Next one, my favorite, Maya. That's performing right action. Before I make a move, I'm going to make sure I thought about it, calculated, figured it out before I do it. I don't do nothing willy or nilly. That's haphazardly. That's out of emotion. That's the spur of the moment, that spontaneous reaction. Never ends well for you. Practice Maya. Patience. Acting on what? The thinking before you act. That's all. Next one. Oosh. UASH. Uash. That means, you ready? Devotion to God. I'm God conscious. Everything I do is God centered. Okay, based on God, nothing else. But that don't make me no religious fanatic. I got philosophy to get understand God, to prove God. Simple as that. That's what Ush means, devotion to God. I pray and meditate every day. Have been for the last 10 years. People, that's personal. Your relationship with God should be personal. I just share how to get that relationship going between you and Him by pointing you in the right direction. Let you know, well, this is what I do. Okay, that doesn't make me no holier than nobody else. No, 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 no. Just mean I got my relationship with my higher self. I know myself. That's all. Y'all believing in God, that's your choice. Moving on. I ain't mad at that argument again. Last one is you. Ooh, UAA. Okay. Wow. That means meditation. Okay. These are the process that once you manifest and you master for yourself, that's the qualities that's gonna make you a better person. These are all self-improvement concepts. How about that? And it tells you spiritual practice, spiritual discipline, practice daily will get you to where you need to be. I'm telling you that. I'm showing you that. Moving on. Why? I'm doing it. That's easy for me. All right. But for those who chosen right thinking philosophy, aka Shitanetta, as your path, now it's necessary to what? To enter into what? A process that we call Shedy. Shedy means each one of those disciplines we just went over is designed to inform, purify, elevate, and establish what we call the Shimsu, the followers of Haru. That's me and you. On that path to what? Spiritual awakening. This is how you wake up spiritually. You practice spiritual disciplines. You invoke listening, right action, devotion to God, and meditation. Those things will get you where you want to go. They gave that for a reason. Okay, laying it out. Now you got to what? Implement them. When you practice them, when daily, you get better. Trust me on that. Right? When the guy did the court, the boy, the judge, the lady got the baby. The guy said, "That baby don't even look like me." So I said, "Don't worry about it. You feed it a few years, it'll look just like you." So that means you put the work in, it'll look like you. We can get it. But the idea is to become what? Awakened spiritually. Knowledge of God, knowledge of self. These are the steps, again, to what? The effective practice of what they call right now religion. All right. Now, by these steps, if you are practicing religion the right way, you will lead what? All in any human being to what? Spiritual maturity, which is the purpose, and spiritual realization. You'll come to grips and realization of you becoming one with God, or you that belief system gets you where you have your God experience. Again, one with God, one in Christ, whatever you want to call it. Don't have a problem with that. But the idea is to do it now. But in order to be effective, your spiritual disciplines must be listened to intently, acted upon correctly, meditated upon under what? Correct guidance. Somebody who knows. The person I listen to know a lot more than what I know. So I'm not going to deal with somebody who on my level of knowledge and understanding. No, I need to go somebody higher than me. Why? You can't help me. I need to go somebody who could. No offense, no disrespect. But I like gurus and mystics. Why? They took it to a whole other level. I like that. So I'm going to listen to them. Why? They doing it. I trust anybody who practices what they preach. Simple. Right? Moving on. Now, these are the 3 steps for your religious buff. I got something for you. I keep saying, if you want to practice religion, these are the things that you should be doing. How about that? I know these things. I follow religion, and this is the reason why. Why? The first thing, again, even to this, is what? Listen to the teacher, my pastor. After every Sunday service, I have a review with my pastor. He said, "Brother, right? Nobody ever done that." Okay, but I'm here to I'm coming here to get the message. I ain't just coming here because you're my dude. No, no, no. Don't get that thing twisted. If I'm not reciprocating, if I'm giving of myself, my time, and effort, I better be getting something in return. That's why I don't gamble. I'm not gonna put money up to just lose. No. If I'm spending money, I'm eating, drinking, or doing something for my money. I ain't just putting it up there and hoping I get some more back. That's crazy to me. And I'm gonna put it as me no, like Poppy, I know, me no do that. That's not my thing. Okay, do you? I do me. Understand that. But when you first thing to do, if you're religious, you have to listen to the teachings. I do that to let him know I'm paying attention. I'm not just in church, wake up, okay, it's over. All right. No, I'm sitting there intent on what you're saying, paying attention, listening, what? With 4 ears. That means listening intently. That's what I do at church. Okay? So when I'm here talking, I expect or I think the people listening, you will get the message by what? Intentionally listening. Moving on. Number two. Oh, all right, we ain't got a few more left. All right, we almost there. Study. If you practicing anything, I don't care what it is. Studying helps out. Okay, get information. This reading information. Hey, you just can't come up with stuff and just say stuff. You got to study. And before I bring it to you, I go over it. I engulf myself in it. I'm in the rabbit hole right now in this book. I ain't been doing nothing but this book. And I'm so far ahead. I'm still really catching up. Why? I done read ahead. I done planned stuff. I'm already doing this. I'm just giving you a little personal thing, so I'm sorry about that. You better let me write this up. But yeah, as a teacher, I'm trying to prepare myself. And studying means what? Reflecting on the teachings. Don't just take it, no, reflection. And that means to what? To ponder. Okay? So no, it's Mau. M-A-U-I. That means to ponder, to what? Fix your attention, concentration, focus on what? And by using right actions that's based on the teachings, you learn the path of what? Virtue. That is Maya. Bam. Even in your present circumstances, you need to learn how to develop your divine values. That means I'm God conscious. I'm never going to give up my right to be in the right place, the right time, doing what's right. That's divine consciousness. Y'all call it being Christ conscious. Same thing. Okay. I'm gonna do what's right for me. Okay. And by what? Righteous treatment of others, righteously and fairly upholding truth and justice for all. No prejudices, no biases, doing what's right regardless. That's what my act represents. That's what I practice. And this is the things I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm practicing just what I'm reading to you. Watch this. And this will do what? This is how you purify your heart, and you will. This will allow you to experience right there the benefits of steps 1 and 3 above. Okay, 1 and 3 above. This is your duty. 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Okay, listening. The other one is meditating. Okay, so watch this. Upholding your own personal responsibility. How? By being a virtuous, righteous person and living that lifestyle. It will now allow you to discover what? Peace and a higher consciousness. And you will also now affect those around you. It'll rub off. If you're doing certain things, that's good. People see that, they gravitate to it. Not all of them. No, but some will. Why? Because they see the good. And that's how it's done. I don't solicit. No, I just show. So watch this. It is very important to what? You ready? Practice your teachings when? Daily. To what? The highest possible degree. Live it. Live it. Push it to the limit to see if it works. If I get a bulletproof jacket, I need to get some shots to see if it works. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. With anything, you want to try it out. God did it. He's still doing it. But in his creation of man, he's still in us. Okay? He must have liked it. He's been doing it a long time ago. But when you acquire the books to do things you need to do, acquiring the books, what? That relate to the teachings. All my books are pretty much Egyptian based by one author. The other ones I got through history going on, I got a bunch of different authors, but pretty much I follow my man Muay Ashby. I know his technique. I know how to do, and I'm fully understand it and been doing it for the last 20 years. But if possible, you can get audio tapes, My mother-in-law, she's blind. I gotta send her everything, so she good with that. Wow, she can listen to it all day. She's just gonna have it. She's gonna have a free fall. I know she's gonna love it. I watch this. Now you can get all your tape lectures from a qualified preceptor right there. Everybody who's doing this ain't qualified. They can do it because you gotta have a degree, you gotta have no license on that nonsense, no. But that don't make you unqualified. And having license and all that stuff don't always make you qualified. Moving on. But that explains the teaching. Somebody who knows it. How about that? Just know what you're talking about. And then what? Now your efforts will be most effective in transforming your personal life and truly discovering what? The true redemption and the divine glory that lies within yourself, not outside of you. Wrapping it up. This is it. The meditate. Number 3, meditation upon the teachings. That's UA. That means meditation. UAA. Picks, focus, fix your ponder on thinking, one focus on one thing. Like the magnifying glass. If it get focused on one thing, it can burn, ignite a fire. That's the concept of meditation. When you do that, you start a fire of what? Intellect within yourself, the fire that's inside you. That's how you use it to get it started. Okay, meditation. If you're not meditating, I don't think you're in touch with God. That's just my personal concept. Okay, for me, meditation is communing with God on that level. If you ain't meditating, how you communicate with God? Oh, I pray that. Amen. I know. Everybody pray. I do too. Pray and meditate. They go together. And one without the other don't work. That's like the yin without the yang. Okay. Hope you got the lesson. Try to make it short. I didn't know it was gonna go that long, but I hope I made my point. Now I hope you both know what Sema Tawi and what Shedy is. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who now knowing more about themselves and passed away. I got some good stuff coming for you.